You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Robbie? So we are having some technical difficulties with StreamYard. So we're not sure what's loading. I know Jay's working on it, and Kyle started the show for us. So it might be a minute or two. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it's not Comcast for a change. I should say that. It'll be Comcast in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, you mean it's not Comcast yet?
Yeah, there you go. Phrase a little bit better. So shout out to Marcus, CJ, Dwayne, Triple B. What's going on, guys? Bar Lord, what's up? Corey, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. But all right, so Jay, I guess will give us a heads up. So Kyle, so what can we not do and what can we do?
At this point, we cannot do basically everything.
Okay.
And we can do, I don't know yet. But you're on the air and you're talking.
Well, I guess
and that's good. I'm trying to get this exported in a different way to try and get the slides ready to go. And we'll just see what happens. Give me a couple of minutes.
All right.
Maybe talk about the Cowboys or something. I don't know.
Oh, we don't need to do that. Not yet. Yeah, we're still like a month and a half away from that, right, Rex?
Yeah, at least, right? For the Eagles, I'm looking to see what Saquon Barkley is going to do. You know, obviously, the Giants fans are all butthurt, and and now the guy that they praised for year after year, they're now talking about, oh, he was nothing, and he's washed up, and he's old, and he's used, which I find ironic. There are some Giant fans out there that do say, hey, we can't do that. We were talking about him like he was, the gold standard when he was here, and then now he's with a division rival. How are we going to talk about him like that? So I'd be interested to see what, the one thing I'm going to give Saquon, he never had an O-line run through. So now he's got an O-line. Let's see if that helps. You got it, Miguel. No problem, buddy. And there was an invoice attached to that with two new items, right? So we'll see what happens, but the Phils are doing well. Happy about that. I did want to shout out to Jay back to work, but still no power. I'm sorry about that, buddy. I gotta imagine it can't be easy. And the amount of food that people have wasted, I can't even begin to imagine. So 8 days in this heat wave, man, I gotta tell you, I was outside most of the weekend today, and it was just brutal. So I can't imagine what it's like if you don't have somewhere to escape to with AC. It's got to be brutal. No, Marcus, not the Eagles, the Giants. So they're bad-mouthing Saquon now, but Saquon never had a real O-line to run behind. So now he's with the Birds. I'm curious to see how he does. He is lifespan of a NFL running back is 3 years effectively, so it's a short time, But I think he may surprise us now that he does have no line to run off. So we'll see what happens. But again, hard to say. It is. I'll give the Patriots one thing through the years. What they did not do was they did not spend. Hey, Ron. They did not spend heavily on running backs, and I thought that was wise. That was a smart move on their part. The Cowboys have blown big money. They spent big money on Zeke, only to trade him away.
Only to bring him back?
Only to bring him back. So you explain how all that works. Um, CJ, I gotta admit, it is a concern. Okay, about tush push without Jason Kelsey, but Jason Kelsey was never a really big offensive lineman. He certainly was undersized as centers go in the league, but part of it was Mailata. Came from a rugby tradition, so you wonder how much he had to do with teaching the O line about tush push, how to push the pile, that kind of thing. So we shall see. So, all right. Well, got Ron here. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Going to go kind of out of order, but let's at least do the sketch covers, and we can at least do that one. All right. So we got sketch covers. Let's see. All right. So some nice ones. We got one by Jessica Court. Immortal Thor #1. Check this one out. X-Men '97. Jessica.
Yeah, that's straight from the animated series. But it looks
yeah, right. She's gotten so good. It's unbelievable. I mean, I'm sure she was always good, but she's really gotten a feel for it. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we've got time for $75.
very cool. There's a new Wolverine book that's on the horizon, Wolverine Revenge by Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. It's going to be hot. Order your copies today.
And the movie's coming right around the corner, so that should be interesting.
And a lot of the chatter about that movie, Rex, is that it's really, really good. So we'll see.
Well, we've talked about that, so we know we anticipated it would be. Compared to what we've gotten, the bar's gotten kind of low.
Yeah.
So
right.
all right, another nice one. Now I think this is a collage because the lines. All right, so here we go. No Justice #1 with the Cyborg cover sketch. And who did this? Joe Del Beato and Eric Negron. So they've been teaming up. They're the ones that brought you that really nice Joker one.
Is that like foily?
Yeah, it's foily. I don't know how they did that. The lines, you see these red lines here? There's kind of a relief to it. It's like almost like it's embossed. So I got to imagine it's kind of a collage, sort of.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Suggested retail of $129.99, and we've got this one for $75 as well. All right. Then we've got, let's see, Deadpool and here we go. All right, so this one by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza, the old team, and this one, Deadpool, the Mercs for Money. And you got Dazzler. And we've got this one, suggested retail of $129.99. And we got this one for $75.
Marvel's making a big push towards Dazzler right now. There's the rumors that she's going to have a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine. They got a new miniseries that are part of the whole From the Ashes New Beginning X-Men thing. They got a whole line of variant covers inspired by Dazzler. I never thought I'd say this, Rex, but Marvel is really banking right now on Dazzler for some reason.
So what do we think about that rumor about Taylor Swift?
Well, they said that it's not true, but they said the same thing about Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, right? So I don't know.
Rob McElhenney is playing Dazzler.
What?
Rob McElhenney is playing Dazzler.
Okay, so, or at least that's what you heard?
Well, it's what they allude to on Welcome to Wrexham.
Okay, fair enough.
But, they also allude that Rob McElhenney is also playing Lady Deadpool and is body doubling Blake Lively in real life. So,
Well, the thing about it is if it was Taylor Swift, I wouldn't think that they'd be able to keep it buried for as long as they have. Somebody would have talked, okay? Somebody would have said something.
There's no way that they would lose out on the marketing of that, right? There's no way.
So I find it highly doubtful. Bunch of Swifties just kind of wishing that that's going to happen. So, all right. So what do we got? All right. So next up, The Hunt for Wolverine #1 with Deadpool cover sketch. So we're heavy with Wolverine Deadpool by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just a retail of $129.99. And we've got this one for 75.
That's really cool. It'd be a perfect gift for a loved one in your life with the heart and everything, you know, perfect Valentine's gift, even if you want to get it and hold on to it till February if you can.
Hopefully, whoever it is obviously a comic book fan. All right, so next up, we got Return of Wolverine #1 with Wolverine, and you can see in the reflection of his claws, Deadpool. Robbie Roach, I'll tell you in a sec, buddy. I'm going to get through the sketch covers real quick.
Very cool McFarlane homage right there. One of the most famous Wolverine, or one of the most famous Hulk covers, I should say.
And we got this for a suggested retail of $129.99, and we got this one for $75. All right, this one is new, and then one that is an oldie. All right, so Catwoman 80th anniversary with Huntress cover sketch by Tony Scott.
Oh, wow.
All right. So this one, $129.99. We've got it for $75. Then we got Batman Urban Legends. All right, with Nightwing, also by Tony Scott, right? So I was thinking if somebody wanted to buy the pair, because they kind of go in a pair, I'll do the pair for $100. Individually $75, but I'll do the pair for $100.
That Nightwing is another McFarlane homage.
And I gotta tell you, Tony Scott's got a flair, a different kind of, I don't know how to put it, but it has a different look to it than the other sketch covers. It's smooth. It's kind of on a, I don't want to say soft, but all right, Miguel, you got it, buddy. Hold on.
Good pickup.
I see here. All right, so Miguel is claiming the pair.
So let me guess, Rex, you're not going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine until it drops on Disney Plus or something.
Probably not. I mean, I could lie and say I am, but probably not.
If you didn't go see Dune 2, you ain't going to go see Deadpool, man.
Well, I got home last night and started binging House of the Dragon. So that's pretty good. I stopped watching before they changed, actors and actresses.
Oh, so when they were still young, right?
Yeah. Well, I got to that part and went to season 2, and then it got too late. I fell asleep. So you know how it keeps running. So now I have to go back and figure out where I stopped. Which episode? I don't remember season 2.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the new season yet, but I've heard a lot of people that love it. But I've also heard some people say it's not as compelling as the first season, but that's been a small number.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm starting to get into it. The first season, when I watched those few, I couldn't really get into it. Now, I sat there and just kind of did my thing, and I'm starting to get into it. I like it.
It really ramps up at the end of season 1, doesn't it, though? Like when the kids get involved and all that stuff.
But it's really gory. I mean, gory beyond even gory. So I have to say that I was a little bit surprised. But let me see. I don't know what's going on, Ken. It may not be us because.
Yeah, I had somebody last night saying that they did some kind of YouTube update and that some people are having problems with audio on live streams. All
right, there you go. I was going to blame it on StreamYard, but yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe. So, Kenneth, if you haven't updated your YouTube, you might want to try it. How do you do that? I'm not really sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Because I probably haven't done it to mine, but I think I have my auto update turned on. So, Robbie Roach, as always, thank you for watching the girls play. They did all right. Ultimately, we're probably going to come in 4th or 5th out of like a field of 25, I want to say. So the format was a little different, but it was weird, man. It was in this area. They predicted that we were going to get this heavy rain over the weekend, like on Tuesday of last week. And very unusual tournaments all up and down the Eastern Seaboard started shutting down, canceling before we even got close. Usually they wait until Thursday earliest, Friday commonly, or the day of, they'll start canceling. This time they canceled tournaments all up and down the seaboard, like Virginia Beach was a big one. There was a big tournament supposed to take place this week, and they shut it down. And people were obviously upset because what ended up happening was we didn't get the predicted rain. Certainly not the amount of rain that you thought, just a little bit. So ours was local, so it wasn't that big a deal. So we ended up playing, but I know a lot of teams were traveling from New Hampshire, all of the, all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and some they were happy to get the games in. We did get some rain, which compromised field conditions, but certainly not anything close to what they were predicting. So yeah, Marcus, I doubt it. Although, so Robbie, we were playing what's called a showcase. So rules are a little bit different, but you have pool play and then you have bracket play. In pool play, the game can end in a tie. All right, for time's sake. In bracket play, you must have a winner. So if you end up in a tie at the completion of regular play, you end up doing ITB, International Tiebreaker. So you put a girl on two, a runner on two. The last completed bet starts second base, and you start the game. Try to speed things up. Very similar to what MLB adopted in the event of a tie. So that's how they determine that. This one we did have a bracket, but showcases generally it's really not quite as important. But I was proud of the girls. Again, we were probably the smallest team on the field because we're first year 14. So a lot of our girls are 13. We have a 7th grader on our team. So, and most of the girls we're playing against are 9th graders, high school freshmen. So it's always interesting. But they did well under very challenging conditions. It was hot. It was hotter than when we were in Florida. It was humid. It was unreal. The metal bench in the dugout, I backed up and touched my leg against it. Dude, I almost burned myself. I'm serious. You couldn't.
You just scream out in pain, like, ah!
I didn't, but I'm like, what the? I backed up. I thought I got stung by a bee or something. It hurt. It really
somebody
hurt.
smells something like, somebody cooking bacon? What's going on?
Right. So, yeah, it was, oh my God, it was hot, dude. It was unbelievable. It's just, certain dugouts had like no cover. So you're exposed to the sun. And when the sun's beating on you like that, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like the first time, really the only time I ever had heat stroke was when I played baseball back in my teenage years. And it was a super hot day. I'm out in center field. Next thing I know, everybody's just staring at me. I'm laying on the ground. No idea what the heck is going on. It ain't no joke. Stay hydrated, especially after playing sports.
Actually, related to softball again, I found out last week. So there is a certain field in our area that I do work with as a site director or tournament director. And the guy who works technically for the township, older guy, about probably a little bit older than me. He's always wearing jeans. I don't know if he was wearing jeans that day because, it's a lot of muddy work. He went down with heat exhaustion and found out they had to take him to the hospital. It was serious. So if you're out there in this heat, be sure to hydrate. Something we always tell the girls, if you wait, start drinking the day before we play. If you wait until you're thirsty, it's probably too late. You're already dehydrated at that point. So you got to hydrate early, hydrate a lot. Thank you for saying that, Robbie Roach. We try to teach them, the subtleties of the game. They're reaching an age where it's not just, they all have talent, they all have skill, but if you're a baseball fan, this as well. Games are very similar. It becomes a thinking man's game, and you've got to take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. They make a mistake, you got to jump on it because you may not get another chance. Little subtle things like the mechanics of hitting. That hitting a round ball with a bat is a very difficult thing to do. You could barrel up and drill that thing, and you could drill right to a fielder. So getting a hit is not always up to you. all you can do is guarantee you get a solid, you cut the ball in half and send it out in the field of play into fair territory, and what happens. You know, you can't always predict. Somebody may make an incredible play, incredible defensive grab. What can you do then? You know, nothing you can do. So you can only control what you can control. So is that J or JD? I'm not sure.
That
Yeah,
was me.
yeah. All right. So yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. We don't bring IV bags with us anymore. You know, not quite like football. There is a fair bit of standing around in baseball and softball. But just standing, you know.
Well, I can remember having to catch 4 games in a day.
Oh,
and
catcher, yes.
They'd hook you up in between games just because you couldn't stay hydrated.
Well, my daughter was a catcher all the way through college, and that's a tough job because on top of it being hot, you're wearing all that gear. You know, you got the helmet on, you got the shin pads, you got the chest protector. That's a lot of gear that you're wearing in like 90-degree weather with the sun beating down on you. And you got to catch every single pitch. So it's a lot. So we normally we used to try to carry 3 catchers just in case. Now we're down to 2 as they get older, and parents get upset. You know, the kid doesn't get enough playing time where they want, and even that's changed. Youth sports has gotten a little interesting. There's a sense of entitlement with club teams. It's a kind of people call it pay to play. So when they spend that money, they expect their kids can get there, but we don't do it that way, which sometimes causes some hard feelings. And people leave. What can you do? You know, it's not indentured servitude. Nothing I can do about it, right? You know, if they want to walk, they walk. So a little bit different than playing for high school or playing for college. College you can do it too now. You just have to enter the portal and do it that way. But okay, Jay has a con. All right, we're going back old school. All right, so when you say old school, Jay, are you there, bud? Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So does that mean you can put pictures up or you can't?
I can. It's just going to take me a while to get all the banners in for the prices.
Not a problem. Pictures are enough. Then I'll have to keep seeing them. All right. So, but Robbie, I do appreciate you watching. Robbie Roach. It's always nice to know that people are watching. We get to our final one today, this weekend. I gotta admit, I'm feeling a little nostalgic over it. A little sad. But all things must come to an end. Yeah, there you go, Marcus. You're absolutely right. All right, so we're gonna go to Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles. Minimum $3.99 cover price or higher. So you got a minimum retail value of $40, and as always, we got it for $5 to the group. All right, the DF grab bags. I revamped it a little bit because and I didn't. Maybe you saw it, Jay. So there. I don't worry about the crawl. It's not that big a deal. So I took the 7 and the 3-pack and combined the 2 because really nobody was doing the 7 and the 3-pack, so it was kind of goofy, right? So we now got it as a DF grab bag 10-pack. Same deal. Marvel, DC, and Indies. And we got it for $10. So they are still $1 a piece. Then I left alone the DF grab bag 15-pack for $15. And same deal as the 10-pack. Indie, Marvel, DC for $15. Then we've got the X-Men random 20-pack grab bag. 20 random X-Men titles from the 1990s with a chance of 1980s or 2000s. Books are guaranteed to be 9.0 or better, and we have that for $20. And as always, if you buy all the packs, Dynamite 10-pack, DF grab bag 10-pack, DF grab bag 15-pack, and the X-Men random 20-pack, and we've got that whole thing for $25. $75. That is probably the best deal. All right. So next up, we've got DF Mystery Box. This has been real popular. Got thank Alex for it. So it comes with 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin cover, 1 side cover, 1 exclusive cover, and 10 back issues. Minimum retail value of $200, and as always, we got it for $100.
It's a real great deal, especially just for the 2 CGC books alone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's really, you're getting the two 9.8s for $50 a piece. Okay, and you send it away, no matter your own book, no guarantee of the grade. Guaranteed, it's going to probably end up costing you more than $50 when it's all said and done. The shipping, the packaging, the insurance if you purchase it, the grading and slab costs, and getting it shipped back to you. All right, so let's see. All right, let's do the sketch covers one more time. And since we're having technical difficulties, oh, we passed a break too. Jay, we'll do the break at 6:30. All right.
Yeah, that works.
All right, sounds good, buddy. So we did the Immortal Thor #1 signed with Wolverine sketch cover by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $129.99. We got it for $75. We got No Justice #1 with Cyborg sketch cover by Joe Del Beato and Eric Negron. Suggested retail of $129.99. We got this one for $75. Then we've got Deadpool and the Merch for Money #1 with Dazzler sketch cover by Joe Del Beato and Mariana Nicieza. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we got it for $75. Then we've got The Hunt for Wolverine #1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariana Nicieza. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we got this one for $75. And as Robbie said, great Valentine's Day gift, even though it's July.
Is this one a like a collage type thing too in the background with the heart?
Yeah, the heart's got to be collage. You know, Mariana usually emails me what's collage and what's not. Like, yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it is. All right, and then finally, Return of Wolverine #1 with Wolverine and Deadpool sketch cover by Dan Nylinger. It's just a retail of $129.99, and we've got it for $75. All right, so we're going to take our first break, and when I come back, we'll go over the sketch covers again, and I'll start slashing. What the heck? Why not? All right, so hang out. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
right, we're back. Hey, Jay, did they give you an ETA when you're supposed to get your power back?
Well, apparently they had it working for about 2 hours this morning, and then another transformer blew in the neighborhood. Now we got to wait till they order some part from Arizona.
Oh, that's so terrible, man.
Dear God, that's
It'd be quicker. You should just hop in your car and go pick up that part from Arizona. It might be quicker.
Yeah, somebody volunteer. Like, I'll get it. I'll go get it for you. Okay, that's crazy, man. I can't imagine what's got to be like, dude. So, but glad you guys are okay. Man, that sucks.
Thank you.
All right, so the sound of slashing. Not yet, Preston. I'm getting the knife out. All right, here we go. Immortal Thor #1 with Wolverine sketch cover by Jessica Court. It's just a retail of $129.99. We've got it 75. I'll do it for 65 tonight. All right, next up, No Justice #1 with Cyborg sketch cover by Joe Delviato and Eric Negron. It's just a retail of $129.99. We got it for 75. I'll do that for 65 tonight.
And it's cool and foily, y'all.
Yeah, it is, right? And somewhat of a collage, because I will tell you there is a relief if you put your fingers on those red lines. Definitely that is something that was put on there. It wasn't necessarily drawn on there. So,
and plus it's Cyborg being like, look at my cool Fortress of Solitude model that I have. All
right. So then we have Deadpool and the Mercs for Money #1 with Dazzler, a cover sketch by Joe Delviato and Mariana Nicieza. It's just a retail of $129.99. We have for 75. I'll do this one for 60, just to get things moving.
Come on, y'all. Everybody's got a Dazzler fan in their life that would love something like this. Or they're a Bubble fan and they would like it as well.
Looks a little like Taylor Swift. I'm not beyond pimping it out to Swifties.
Surprised Rex hasn't made an offer on it.
I don't
Thank
enjoy
you,
her
Eddie.
music. I enjoy her business acumen. All right,
you don't have to defend it, Rex. It's fine. You don't have to be like that. We
All
still
right,
love
so
you.
we got Hunt for Wolverine #1 with Deadpool sketch cover by Joe Delviato and Mariana Nicieza. Also collage. It's just a retail of $129.99. We have it 75. I'll do this one for 60. All right.
Oh yeah, Red Hulk's hot again. Did you watch the new Captain America trailer yet, Rex?
Yeah, I've heard about it though. I have heard about it. I have not seen it. Is it any good?
The trailer looks fine, actually. It looks like if you liked Falcon and Winter Soldier or just the Winter Soldier movie, it kind of feels like it's got that kind of a vibe. One of the things in it though is like, you know, Harrison Ford is now playing Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt passed, unfortunately. So when he shows up, he's like, oh, I'm still trying to get used to the new look, sir. He goes, yeah, they made me shave my mustache or something because it looks like he's become president or something like that, Ross. But it's crazy because that means we don't get an answer to the question. Because in the comics, Ross loses his mustache when he hulks out into the Red Hulk, but gets it back when he goes back human. And I was really hoping that the movies would explain why, but I guess not. So Harrison Ford's like, I ain't wearing a mustache for this, man.
Too big a star. All right, so next up we got Return of Wolverine #1 with Wolverine and Deadpool sketch cover by Dan Neidlinger. It's just a retail of $129.99. We have added 75. I'll do this one for 65. All right. No takers yet. All right. Okay, let's move to signed books. All right, so we got Amazing Spider-Man #50, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. Suggested retail of $39.99. And we've got this one for $20 signed.
2 signatures for $20?
2 signatures for $20.
That's pretty dope.
All right.
You won't get that at a con.
For real, right? All right, so then we got Rat City #1, signed by Erica Schultz. It's just at retail of $49.99, and we have it for $29.92.
Issue 4 of Rat City is out this week, and everybody check out the variant cover by my boy Mark Spears. Been a friend of mine for over 20 years. Super excited to see him get a lot of work, especially with Todd McFarlane.
All right, next up, we got Action Comics #1000, 1970s variant, signed in silver by Dan Jurgens. It's just a retail of $69.99. We got it tonight for $35. All right, then we got some real bargain basement ones. Uncanny Inhumans #0, signed by Charles Soule. Suggested retail of $29.99. Got it tonight for $15.
Wow. There you go, Ron. Good pickup.
All right, Ron's claiming Deadpool. You got it, Ron. Let's see.
It's always nice to have a McFarlane homage in your collection that's not an homage of Spider-Man 300, which is probably the most homaged cover of all time, and over half of them are homaged by Todd himself.
All right, so next up we got DC Nation #0, signed by Brian Michael Bendis. Suggested retail of $29.99, and we've got this one for $15. All right, then we've got Shadowland #4, signed by Billy Tan. It's just a retail of $19.99, and I got that one for $10 tonight. I think cover price is what, $3.99, $2.99, something like that.
Yeah, probably $3.99, something like that. Maybe $4.99 even.
So let me see.
That's the Dotsons on Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was ASM Spider-Man #50, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson, Mike.
And this is like a $10 cover price too. So that's actually really good. It's basically getting it's like cover price plus $10 for the 2 signatures.
Yeah, so $5 a piece. So it's just at retail is $40, and I'm selling tonight for $20. Just get things moving. So you tell me, Mike, if you want it, buddy. All right. So then we've got Teen Titans #20. Hey Ron, let me ask you, are you talking about the one with just Deadpool, or are you talking about the one with the Return of the Wolverine with Wolverine and Deadpool? Okay, you got it, Mike.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about Return to Wolverine, the McFarlane homage.
Yeah, I just want to clarify because I got him down for the other one, but that seems to make sense.
You're right. That Teen Titans is the first crush.
All right, Ron, I'm going to assume that's the one you want. The Return of Wolverine. If I am wrong, let me know, my friend.
He confirmed it.
All right, good. All right, sorry about that. It just dawned on me as I was reading along. All right, so that's gone, but the Hunt for Wolverine with Deadpool sketch cover by Delgado Nicieza is still available. All right, so let's see. All right, so Teen Titans #20 signed by Bernard Chang. It's just a retail of $29.99. I've got it for $15 tonight.
And as Dwayne Zapane points out, this is the first appearance of Crush, who is Lobo's daughter.
So I got a first appearance as well. All right, so then we've got Life with Archie #37, Alex Ross cover, signed by Alex Ross. It's just a retail of $100. We've got it tonight for $50. So an Alex Ross cover, signed by Alex Ross for $50.
Love Alex Ross. We love Archie. It's a part of most of our comic journeys is Archie comics. And man, Betty and Veronica are creepy as heck in this cover, are they not? This is like what an Archie nightmare would be like. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. It's creepy.
Archie looks a little creepy, dude. too.
Yeah, Jughead looks great though. Jughead looks
Yeah,
perfect.
he does. Isn't that weird? He's the
Everybody
only
else
normal.
looks like they're about to kill you, man. Like it's just,
The
it's like
alternate
we're your
universe.
dentist for the evening. Everybody, don't worry. Just breathe in this laughing gas.
It's alternate universe where Jughead is the normal guy. Okay, wearing a creepy hat. All right. So then we've got Daredevil number 600, comic sketch art exclusive variant cover signed in gold by Adi Granoff, and we've suggested retail of $89.99, and we've got it for $45. There is not a signed Batman today, Ron. Is there one you're looking for, or I can make sure I have something on Wednesday, buddy?
This is a really cool cover. You don't usually see a lot of Adi's like signatures out there, like easily accessible, and just a great cover. Elektra's looking fine, in my opinion, man.
It has a very lifelike kind of feel to it. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of the really bad Daredevil movie with
the one Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that one. I don't know why, but it does have an Alex Ross kind of reality to it.
Here's what's crazy. The first time I ever watched that movie, I loved it. And then I watched it a second time and I was like, what was I drinking that day? Like, what was wrong with me?
Yeah, that was just kind of I don't know, it was so poorly done.
You see that light at the end of the tunnel? That's not heaven. I don't know. The director's cut does even it out just a little bit. But
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's got Coolio in it. It does.
Okay, you got it, Ron.
Good pickup. Worth it just for the Elektra alone, in my opinion.
Yeah, she does look good. All right. So then, final sign book of the night, Cable number 20, signed by Dwayne Zarinsky. It's just a retail of 20. I got it for 10 tonight.
So recently, Tom Brevoort was talking about the X-Men. It just has been relaunched again, the post-Krakoan era from the ashes. X-Men number 1 is out, but Tom Brevoort was talking about right now he's got a mandate, no future mutants. He doesn't want to complicate things with future timelines, so there's no plans for Cable or Bishop anytime soon. Tell you what, tell Tom that he's wrong because Cable and Bishop are awesome. They were recently featured in X-Men 97, and I think it's rather a dumb move to not have any kind of reference or focus on Cable or Bishop at any time during this launch line-wide of the X-Men. Vote today how much you love these characters by picking this one up.
Well, there you go. Said with authority.
Yes.
All right. So let's do a quick Rex cap of the sign books. All right. I got the knife out.
Exactly, Preston. And Rachel Summers is there. How are you going to say that? No alternate future timelines when Rachel Summers is still there. Plus, what's one of the most famous and popular X-Men stories and movies out there? Days of Future Past? Come on.
That came out when the comics came out. I remember reading it. It just blew my mind.
Right?
The whole concept.
John Byrne, Chris Claremont firing on all cylinders. It's good stuff.
That was a great series.
I think I was 1 when that came out. So I don't really remember when it first released.
Thanks for pointing that out. Okay,
no problem. This is what I'm here for, Rex.
You got it, Ron.
I agree, Jay. Bishop doesn't get enough love. I love Bishop. I've always loved Bishop.
All right, so let me see. So Rat City, number 1, signed by Erica Schultz. Suggested retail of 50. We had it $29.92. That is just a weird number. I'm gonna make this one 25. Makes paperwork a lot easier.
It's like a futuristic nanotech-driven cyberpunk type vision of Spawn is what this is.
Let's see. What did Preston say?
So Ronald is on fire tonight. Either that or Nick has hacked Ron's YouTube account.
That's not Nick's style. He comes in and busts the door down. All right. So then we've got Action Comics number 1000, 1970s variant, signed silver by Dan Jurgens. It's just a retail of 70. I made it 35. You know what? I don't have a best offer book tonight. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this into the best offer book, starting at 5.
This is a perfect best offer opportunity right here.
How about that? All right. So this best offer is starting at $5. So nobody. All right. So Preston is in for 5.
Nice. I have seen that scene, Eddie, of J. Jonah Jameson putting on the Spider-Man mask and just going ham. It's a funny scene.
All right. Ron is in at 10. Got you, Ron.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see where this goes. We'll stay on this for a couple minutes or a few.
Hey, we're less than a year away from Superman now. Aren't you excited, Rex, that we're finally closer?
God, I feel like we've been talking about that for the last 5 years.
I think we have.
About time. Just release the damn movie, please. All right. So Ron's in the lead at 10. Action Comics, signed by Dan Jurgens. It is the 1970s variant. So I'm going to stay on it for a little bit. And if Ron gets it at 10, congratulations, Ron. All right, so Preston is in at 12. All right. So it looks like we got Ron and Preston at it.
Jay, you're not the only one I've heard not really being able to get into the new Superman suit. But here's the thing I want to say. We ain't seen it in motion. We ain't seen it in action. We ain't seen it with the special effects or the cinematography. We've seen dude walking on set and somebody snapping some photos like 300 yards away. And who knows? But I will also, 15 from Ron, will also point out that we know All-Star Superman is a big influence on James Gunn. He's kind of got a baggy-ish suit in that one too. I'm not saying that's what they're trying to do, but I don't know. I want to see what it looks like in motion, in action, with the cinematography.
Gotta be better than Nick Cage. I'm just telling you. With the long hair.
Rex, I just wish that we would have. I just wish they would have made that movie because
I did kind of do too, but I mean,
they could have made it, lost a bunch of money, and then go on like normal. But at least we would have it as an artifact to revisit. You know what I'm saying?
I've got to say, like a traffic accident. I wish they did make it because I would definitely watch it. I would probably rag on it afterwards, but I really would want to see what a long-haired Superman who talks like Nick Cage, because no matter what role Nick Cage plays, he talks like Nick Cage.
Yes.
Okay. With that certain inflection. So it would be interesting. And we didn't really get that. All we got was him fighting the big spider, and that's all we got to say.
Plus all the stories that you have from like Kevin Smith, who was the screenwriter, like you hear all these stories. Like, I mean, that would have been a moment where a long-haired Nicolas Cage was fighting a polar bear, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't we get that movie?
I don't know where anybody came up with that one, right? All right, so just like, hey, let's cast Nick Cage. Yeah, don't worry about it, Nick. You don't have to cut your hair. We're good. Okay,
and then I remember Kevin Smith even goes, I don't know why they picked me for Superman. I guess they just knew that I read comics, but there was nothing I had done in my career at that point that made anybody think that I should be the one to write a Superman movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you cast Nick Cage. Okay, at this point, I'd say all bets are off. Okay,
exactly.
People were clearly drinking in that meeting. Okay, and they said, "Yeah, let's do it, man."
If only Batman and Robin would have done a little bit better, I bet we would have got that Superman movie.
I don't understand it. All right, so we're gonna put 1 minute clock on this, and it looks like Ron's gonna walk away with this one at a great price. But yeah, I just can't believe somebody didn't go, look, guys, do we really think this is a good plan? Okay.
Miguel.
Oh, Miguel's in at 17. All right, so I'm gonna stop the timer.
I see Marcus mentioned Long Legs. That's the latest horror movie that just released, starring Nicolas Cage. I've been hearing good things about it, and me and the fam are gonna go see it Wednesday night. So I'll let you know next time what I thought.
So Miguel's at 17. Let me know if you want to go a little bit higher. Okay, I'll hold off, give you time to do it. And weird. Oh my God.
There we go. Look at that, dude.
Tell me the suit couldn't be worse, please.
I just want to know, was he gonna wear that necklace too? Like, was that part of it? Like, I don't. This is a movie we really need to see. Like, this is a movie that would have been like probably so bad. I mean, first of all, everything's wrong. Kevin Smith is a comedy writer. You get him to do it. Okay, whatever. Nicolas Cage, nothing about him screams Superman to me. And Tim Burton, as much as I love Tim Burton's work, most of it, especially at this time in the 90s where I thought he could do nothing but gold, he's not the person to do a Superman movie, right? You don't think Superman and think, oh, Tim Burton would be perfect for that. It's such a, man, what a weird almost movie, man.
I'm just telling you, nobody said a word. Nobody in that meeting said a word. All right. I just don't, somebody didn't raise their hand and said, guys, seriously, what are we saying? Okay. All right. So I'm going to put 45 seconds on the clock. And if nobody else jumps in, both Ron and Miguel are in.
I know that he had huge success with Batman, Marcus, but still, being a good director for Batman doesn't necessarily mean you're a good Batman, a good Superman director, right? That's a completely tonally different movie, But you're right. I mean, this is how Hollywood thinks. They're like, well, Batman was huge. How about Spider-Man? Then again, they gave Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and Sam Raimi was known typically as a horror director, and his Spider-Man movie, his first two in particular, rock. So you never know.
I remember thinking that had to be fake news. All right, so the winner is Miguel, but I'm pretty sure that I have two of these. So in a further surprise, Ron, if you want one, I give you one at 17 as well. So let me know, buddy. So we'll call both Ron and Miguel winners because I'm pretty sure I have another one. And I will honor the price for both.
Marcus Way, you're right, too. James Cameron was busy with Spider-Man because there was a long time where James Cameron was going to do a Spider-Man movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio, possibly. That script got leaked online not too long ago.
It's crazy. All right, so let's do a quick Rex cap of the signed books. And then what we'll do is we will go to break after that. Sorry, Jay, I know breaks all messed up, but I blame it on StreamYard. It was them. They did it to us. All right. Okay, so quick Rex cap. All right, so we had Rat City, #1, signed by Erica Schultz. Suggested retail of $50. It was $29.92. I lowered that to $25. I'll lower that to $20. Then we've got Uncanny Humans #0, signed by Charles Soule. Suggested retail $30. We had it at $15. I'll lower that to $10.
Ron wants the Teen Titans and he wants the second action.
All right. Okay. I got you down for the second action. I assume you do want it. And you want the Teen Titans. You got it, buddy.
Nice. First appearance of Crush, signed by one of the creators.
All right. So
Crush is a cool character. I actually like her. There's that book recently, Crush and Lobo, with her and her dad on a road trip, basically, in a way, or some kind of team up. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely, actually.
All right. So then we had Shadowland #4, signed by Billy Tan. Suggested retail of $19.99. I had it for $10. I'll make it $8. And I got to just get up and check cover price on this thing.
Probably got to be $4 or $5, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing. Let's see, where is it? Shadowland. Where did I put it? Ah, here it is. It has a cover price of $4. What'd I say? So you're getting Billy Tan's autograph for $4. Because I said 8, right? Can't get any cheaper than that. All right, so I made
Adrian
that.
Palicki looked amazing as Wonder Woman, Jay. I loved the look of what her Wonder Woman was going to be, and I'm just very sad. Well, Adrian Palicki, who played, she played Mockingbird, Bobby Chase on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
What was that when they were going to make it a TV series?
Yeah, they filmed the pilot or whatever, and then they undid it. And that's Eric Palicki's sister. Eric Palicki, comic book writer and friend of the PCP channel. That's his sister. And I loved her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think she would have done a fine Wonder Woman.
We did community theater together when she was in high school and I was younger.
Oh, that's cool.
And Eric's parents came to my shop to buy his books because he would never send them comps.
Funny as that. All right, so Shadowland number 4, signed by Billy Tan. It's just a retail of $20. I had it at 10. I lowered it to 8. Cover price on this book, okay, is $4. So you're getting Billy Tan's autograph for $4. All right, so moving on. Life with Archie number 37, Alex Ross cover, signed by Alex Ross. The only cover where Jughead looks like the normal one. It's just a retail of $100, and we've got it for $50.
Jughead was just over at Pops and got a chocolate shake and some hamburgers, so he's feeling good in this one.
He goes, I'm the only one that's not going to kill you. All right, so we'll do that for $40.
Oh, Preston says drinking jalapeno margaritas. A couple months ago, I had my first jalapeno margarita. I was nervous about it. It was really good. It was really good. You should try them. They're good.
A weird combo.
It seems like it, but it actually works. Those flavors complement each other. No
kidding. I'll try one. All right, then finally, Cable number 20, signed by Dwayne Zirinsky. It's just a retail of $19.99. I have it at 10. I'll do that for 8.
You know what $8 is worth? Proven that we love Cable and Bishop. That's what it's worth.
2 cups at Starbucks of coffee. That's what $8 will buy. No, not even.
Not even, bro.
You get a large latte, it costs $7 with tax. So I'm selling the Cable for the same that you would pay for a latte, okay, at Starbucks. Think about it. Or a macchiato. No, I think a macchiato might actually be more. So there you go. You could get a cup of coffee, or you get the Cable. Okay, signed by Dwayne Zirinsky. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take our break, but when we get back, we have last week's Dynamite books, this week's Dynamite books, and Powerpuff Girls number 1 is available this week. So we have for pre-sale. Obviously, we're getting, we're shipping it out Wednesday. And we've got a handful of incentives picked by Alex. So some good ones. Scarlet, if you didn't get in on it last week, Cable can be bundled with Comcast. All right, so hang with us. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty. A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out!
Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, part of the experience.
Hey, all right, we're back. All right, so Robbie, what is the movie of the night for you?
Tonight is a movie that I have not seen since the 1990s, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're in the midst of Action Fest, and we're talking about Last Action Hero tonight
Oh,
at 8
that's
p.m.
right.
Central. Yeah.
That's right.
Last Action Hero. I have not seen this movie in over 20 years, and it was an interesting revisit. There's some fun bits. For instance, I don't know how much of the movie you remember, but one of the very things you first see is Arnold Schwarzenegger doing like an action movie version of Hamlet. And it's so funny where he's like, to be or not to be, not to be. And he just blows the guy away. It's so stupid. It's so great.
One of the best and most memorable scenes, the bad guy with the little smiley face eye.
Yeah, that's Charles Dance. That's Charles Dance from Game of Thrones and Alien 3.
Yeah,
he's
right,
awesome.
right.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Like,
There's that moment where he crosses over into the real world and he's like shoots somebody and he goes, "I just shot somebody on purpose," and nobody does anything.
He's waiting for the cops, and no cops show up, and he realizes that he's in a different reality, and that was one of the best scenes. I mean, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that bit really cracks me up. And Marcus, it's not rare on physical media anymore because they just recently finally put it out, and True Lies and The Abyss and a bunch of the Cameron stuff. I don't think Cameron had anything to do with Last Action Hero, if I remember correctly, but it's directed by John McTiernan, who did Die Hard and Predator. It's a cool movie. It's a fun movie. I haven't seen it in a while. So.
I mean, cheek. I mean, I if I remember correctly, it didn't do very well.
It did not, because it released the week after Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And because the last Spielberg movie was Hook before Jurassic Park. Hook was a commercial failure and flop. So they thought Steven Spielberg's days were over, and they thought that they were going to dominate that summer. They spent so much money. Dude, they spent so much money marketing this movie. There were toys. There was a Burger King tie-in. There was all this stuff, right? They even put the Last Action Hero logo on a rocket that was going to go up into space, an unmanned rocket. And then due to a scheduling conflict, it actually didn't even go up until the movie had already come and flopped and gone. And then they released the Last Action Hero. But Big Guns, AC/DC music video, the whole soundtrack is great. It's got Alice in Chains in it. It's got Cypress Hill on it. Like this was like a nostalgia trip going through this movie. Tons of cameos. Van Damme's in it. There's the funny bit where in this reality, Sylvester Stallone was the Terminator, right? And I completely forgot that when Death comes out of the movie into the real world from the Seventh Seal at the end, it's Ian McKellen, yo. Pretty cool.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. I totally forgot about the Jean-Claude Van Damme cameo. I just feel like it was underrated and people didn't appreciate it for what it was. It was very tongue-in-cheek, and I think I'll probably watch it tonight.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to make the argument too that I think it's one of Arnold's best performances. Like, honestly, I think he's funny. I think he actually has a little bit of there's a little bit of like heart underneath, like a little bit of hurt underneath his performance. Pretty solid, pretty solid.
So, I was kind of making fun of action films, and that type of, cop boss. I remember the screaming boss that he had. He was
Slater,
the ultimate,
what are you doing, Slater? You're costing the city $25 million, Slater. And at the end, he's like, stop yelling at me. I'm not deaf.
He was the ultimate caricature of the mean boss from like
Lethal Weapon. Yeah.
Okay. Because I just recently went back because I saw the last one and then decided I'm going to go watch the original. And it was a little weird watching that because of the age, the fact they aged so much and, that type of thing. But
the first Lethal Weapon?
Huh?
The first Lethal Weapon?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy to watch it today? And like, it's almost like we forgot how heavy it was. Like, this dude's like suicidal, right? And it's like he's got like a death wish. And sometimes I kind of conveniently forget that because everything goes good for him in the rest of the series for the most part. He like falls in love and he gets a family and all this kind of stuff. But and I love all of those movies. I love all four of them.
Yeah, I gotta admit, Lethal Weapon was something else. I'll never forget the scene on a roof where he's trying to save a jumper and he's just staring at the guy like, do you want it? Do you really want it?
You want to jump? You want to jump? Let's jump right now. He's like, no, this guy's crazy. Get him away from me.
It was, whoa, man. I was like, wow. We see, just I got to admit, he did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, and it's dark. Like Barlord says, it's way darker than we remembered. It seems.
Yeah, the first one. Then they kind of softened it up as they were kind of going on.
I don't know. In part 2, he finally falls in love. They kill her. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of, but you notice it got softer every time around.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And I love like the fourth one was the first time I saw Jet Li in a movie, and I was just blown away by him, and it got me into like Jet Li movies a little bit.
Oh, he made tons of movies, dude. He was Jet Li. Yeah, Jet Li had gone to a school. Very first movie he made was something called Shaolin Temple. And I remember watching that in a handful of select theaters. Horrible script, horrible writing, but it was basically everyone that was cast in the movie was from this one school. So there were schools that you sent your kids to for really what was at that point peaking opera. And you learned all these moves to, in essence, act. And they just took all the students and made a movie around them, realizing that there was an appetite for this type of movie. The quality of the fighting was so much better than what was coming out of Hong Kong during the previous time. Bruce Lee kind of set the standard, and then he died, and they tried to make all these knockoffs, and fighting wasn't very good. I had to say, they figured the audience didn't really know it any better. So that's why they did it. But as you put out more and more, the audience got a little bit more sophisticated. And they determined they had to make a higher quality, and they did this. So all the writing was bad during that era. The plot lines were horrible during that era. But they cleaned up the choreographic of the fight scenes, and that was amazing. You saw stuff you never saw before.
Oh, it's great. Like his movies like Fist of Legend and Fearless are good. And then he really evolves, dude. Like Hero's like one of my favorite movies. Like Hero to me is brilliant. I love that movie. Once Upon a Time in China is really good. He's in some really solid movies.
Yeah. He started to get kind of his acting legs, if you will.
Yeah.
You watch that first movie, he was a horrible actor. They were all horrible. It was, you could tell they were just like, you want me to do what? They were just brutally bad.
I see Barlord saying he hopes Gibson gets to make Lethal Weapon 5. I'm actually the dude who doesn't want a Lethal Weapon 5 anymore. Now that Dick Donner has passed, like I think one of the best and brightest moments of action movies is Lethal Weapon, and that Dick Donner did every single one. It kept a consistency in those movies, and you really feel like I know a lot of people get annoyed by Chris Rock in the fourth one. I love Chris Rock. I love Joe Pesci in these movies. I love him in part 3 where he's talking about, what is it? Is it part 3 or 4? But whatever one, he's always talking about, they screw you with the drive-through. They screw you with the insurance. Like, it cracks me up. I love it so much. Mummy 3, we try not to talk about Dwayne Zapane.
I don't want them to do it again because after watching the last Beverly Hills Cop, once they pass a certain age, dude, it really, you just couldn't get past it. You know, I couldn't. All right, they just look so much older. I just couldn't get past it.
Yeah, Danny Glover seemed old 20 years ago when he made Saw. So, like, what's he like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. What's going to beat him with a cane? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, they're really too old for this crap now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are, right? All right, so last week's done on my books. Vampirella Dark Reflections #2. So price is $4.99 and higher. Let us know which one you want. As you can see, each one is has a letter, corresponding letter behind it, or in the upper right-hand corner. If you are interested, if you're watching a rewind, let us know the letter, the title, and the letter, and we'll let you know what the price is. All right. Most of them are cover price at $4.99, but like the special ones, the virgins, that type of thing, okay, have a higher premium to it. All right. So then we got Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned #4. Also $4.99 and higher. Give Jay a sec there. Yeah, Die Hard, definitely Christmas movie. Agree with you, Edward.
Oh, Die Hard and Lethal Weapon are both Christmas movies, 100%. Anybody in First Blood, Rambo, the first Rambo movie is a Christmas movie too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's hard for Shane Black not to set a movie during Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
We ran out of picture space.
Okay. No worries. All right, so we'll skip to this week's books because the long-awaited Powerpuff Girls #1 is out this week. This is cover A by Paulina Ganicho. I hope I pronounced that right. We've got that at a cover price, $4.99. Yeah, Robbie Roach, you're right. It was a sin. And I saw Pixam.
And
Jet
Preston,
lag.
I would even say that Lethal Weapon is truly a Christmas movie too, because it's dealing with like seasonal depression, right? Because like Mel Gibson's character is like super depressed and suicidal. It's Christmas time. It's about loneliness. Like, I don't know. I really think both of them are very heavily Christmas movies. Also, Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so then we got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover B by Leonardo Romero. And we have this at cover price.
I like this cover. I really, really do. I like Romero's work in particular, but there's something about that city and the action line kind of thing. And I'm super pumped for this book. Kelly Thompson is the writer of one of my favorite licensed comics of all time, Jim and the Holograms from IDW a few years ago. I'm so pumped to see what she's going to do with Powerpuff Girls. Because Powerpuff Girls rocks. It rocks, y'all.
All right, so then we got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover C by Karen S. Darbo. And this one is a connecting cover. But we don't have that pick.
That's going to be cool to see all the connecting covers together. I bet you'll see all the villains, you'll see all the girls, you'll see the professor. It's going to be cool.
All right, so we have this one at cover price of $4.99. Yes, that was one, wasn't it? What Jay said?
And Lethal Weapon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's did like the undercover bust or whatever at the Christmas tree lot. Yeah.
All right, so Mike is claiming 1A.
Did everybody hit that thumbs up yet? We got 29 people watching and 18 likes. Come on, guys. I love you. Mike Asbill buying it up. All cute. You're right, Marcus. They are.
All right, so you want 1A and 1B. I got you, Mike.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go and have fun.
All right, so let's see.
This is the one that's the connecting cover one, right? The one we're seeing with Bubbles and the devil.
Let me see. Oh, jeez.
It seems like it is because it looks like it's going to continue on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might be
Yeah.
right.
Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah. Lethal Weapon's totally a Christmas movie, y'all. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Everybody, we're always in that, like, every Christmas, everybody's like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. But Lethal Weapon is too. And so is First Blood, y'all. First Blood's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. But it was wintertime.
There's like, at the sheriff's station, there's like a tiny Christmas tree. You're like, Christmas movie.
All right, next up. So's Gremlins, right?
Dude,
right?
Speaking of Gremlins, when's the last time you saw one of these things?
Whoa. A long time ago.
Yeah, look at that. I found me a Zagnut bar.
I wouldn't eat that, though.
Oh, they're good. What are you talking? It's not from 1984. It's a new one.
They still make it?
They do still make them, yeah.
I did not know that. All right. So then we got Marcus. I gotta assume so. I don't know. Alex will let us know. He knows, I'm sure. All right. So Alex, if you're watching, could you see Mike and Marcus's question and answer it for us, please?
It's like you would almost guarantee there's at least 3 connecting covers, right? To have the 3. Yeah, there you go, right there.
All right, there we go. All right, so then we got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover D by Nicoletta Balderi. And we've got that for $4.99 cover price. Tootsie Roll. All right. And then we've got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover E by Leonardo Romero. It's the foil. And we've got that for $9.99.
That's probably going to be the one I pick up. The foil Romero.
All right. So then we got Powerpuff Girls #1F, Leonardo Romero foil virgin for $29.99.
Dwayne's a Pain wants A through D.
All right, Dwayne, A through D. Gotcha, bud. So, Dwayne.
Good to see all the love for Powerpuff Girls. I'm really excited to see how this moves in my shop this week because so far y'all been killing it at my shop. The Thundercat stuff is flying off the rack. Space Ghost is super exceeding expectations, y'all. Like, you're really doing something special with Space Ghost.
That's good to hear. All right, so I got you down, Dwayne. A through D. You got it, bud. All right, so then we've got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover H, Paulina Ganacho, the virgin cover. And we got 50, Marcus. Yeah, I don't think so, my friend. But we do have blanks.
Yeah, I think with a lot of y'all's, like, you know, Disney and Warner Brothers kind of stuff, like, I don't know if cosplay covers are something necessarily that are being done, but I'm sure you can find some cool cosplay online of the Powerpuff Girls, or even Mojo Jojo, or who knows, him, you know, the rest of them.
All right, Powerpuff Girls #1, cover G is a blank cover. And we have that for $4.99. Steve Vendetta, good one. All right, so then we have #1, cover S. This is the pink blank cover. And we've got that for cover price at $4.99. All right, then we got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover T. It's the blank blue cover. So can't wait when we start getting some sketch covers by whomever. I don't know who Marion's got lined up, but it should be good. All right. So then we got Powerpuff Girls #1, cover U. It is the blank green cover. And we've got that for $4.99.
Thank you to everyone who hit the thumbs up. We got up to 20, so thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Did you hear that? Hopefully you did. All right.
Y'all, I know we can do better than 20, though. Come on. Let's get Nick to come in here again and thank us for hitting 25. Somebody hit that thumbs up button.
There you go. All right, so Thundercats number 6 is also out this week. So let's go through those. All right, so we got Thundercats number 6, cover A, David Nakayama. And we got this for $4.99. Then we've got Thundercats number 6, cover B by Lucio Perillo. And we've got this one at cover price of $4.99.
That is such an awesome image of Mumra. That is a Thundercat fan's dream right there, y'all.
All right, next up we got Thundercats number 6, cover C by Declan Shalvey. And we have that at $4.99.
All the covers that Declan's been doing for Thundercats play with composition and space so well. They're really interesting covers. I love this one.
I just realized I didn't pick a giveaway. All right, so I'm going to do that at the final break in about 6 minutes. Let's make the hashtag, I don't know. Robbie, you come up with one. Hashtag what?
How about hashtag EXP Powerpuff?
There you go. I like that. So that is a hashtag. We're going to do a giveaway. What is it? I don't know yet because I haven't picked it out yet. But during the break, I will go out and find something and bring it in. All right?
And everybody get out to the shop this week and pick up Powerpuff Girls. We want to hear reports of them selling out across the country because Powerpuff Girls, come on, y'all. It's one of the greatest cartoons of the 90s. Come on. Let's show some support for Powerpuff Girls. We're getting some really great stuff from Dynamite. Go out there and vote with your wallet so they can continue to deliver such quality licensed comics.
All right, cool. All right, so everybody's getting it in. All right, so then we got Thundercats number 6, cover D by Jay Lee. And we have that for $4.99.
You show me a Jay Lee cover and I'm in love with it. It's just what happened.
No worries, that weird. You got it, buddy. So, all right. Thundercats number 6, cover E by Ivan Tao. And we've got that for cover price at $4.99. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Becky, what's going on? Then we've got Thundercats number 6, cover F. It's the action figure cover by Drew Moss. And we have that for cover price at $6.99.
One of my favorite toys when I was a kid was my Mumra. Loved it. I always wanted the play set where you could transform Mumra between forms that came with like the other version of Mumra, but I never got that. I need to
weird.
buy it.
You can make all the claims you want, but it won't complicate things. It's just a matter of we got a little bit behind because we have kind of shifting responsibilities. So the last couple of weeks we've been in that transition stage trying to figure it out. So it put us a little bit behind, but I'll have your stuff straightened out probably by tomorrow morning, and I'll be able to email you. So Dwayne is claiming A and B. Gotcha, bud. All right, I got you, Dwayne. Yeah, so just let me know what you wanted, Weird.
I tell you what, with the success of Thundercats, I don't know who works for y'all that does these kind of deals, but somebody needs to try to get some Silverhawks action going because that's like one of my favorites from the 80s as well. I would love to see a Silverhawks book. That would be great. Somebody should research that is what I'm saying.
All right, Dwayne, you're getting the grab bag combo. Gotcha, bud. All right, so we're really all right. So now we got Thundercats, number 6, cover Y by Ben Oliver. Let me see. Jay, let me look, bud. What was it again?
And by the way, if y'all need like an idea guy for a Silverhawks book, you just let me know because I got this whole like 5-year plan figured out.
You're talking about DC Nation, Jay? Yeah, Ron claimed that. That's the only thing I think.
No, this is actually from a while back. Triple B claimed a Brian Michael Bendis signed Superman book for me, and I never got it.
All right, you know what, Jay? Send me an email, buddy.
Gotcha.
All right, that may have been lost in transition, so I'll figure it out tomorrow. All right, so Mr. Towers, you're claiming the why.
Make2 says, not familiar with Silverhawks. As soon as this show ends, you should get on YouTube and type in Silverhawks intro, and you'll know why that show is so BA. Come on.
Gotcha, Mr. Towers. All right. So then we got cover Z by Drew Moss. And we've got that at a cover price of $4.99.
Oh, wow. That's really sharp. That's super sharp.
And not die.
Tiger
right.
Sharks. How about a Street Sharks comic book? Let's do that. Let's get that.
All right. So then we got number 6G, Lucio Carrillo foil cover for $9.99. So I got to teach Alex how to write that up.
Silverhawks is technically in the same universe as Thundercats. I'm just saying there could be a Thundercats Silverhawks crossover, maybe. That could be a thing. That'd be cool. He-Man, no, though. I think He-Man right now is over at Dark Horse.
So then we got Thundercats number 6, cover J, David Nakayama version. And we've got that for $50. All right. So then we've got Red Sonja coming up. Some new trade paperbacks. The Thundercats trade paperback is out. And then we'll do some incentives. We'll do a full Rex cap. And I'm going to go pick out the giveaway. All right. So we're going to take our last and final break. Hang out. We will be back in a second.
Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
That'd be really great, thanks.
Hey, all right. So, what was that? Oh, the giveaway. All right, so the giveaway of the night. I mean, we didn't scan it, so.
And TJ, I don't want to be this guy, but the correct lyrics are wings of silver, nerves of steel, partly metal, partly real. So there you go.
All right, so we are doing Avengers number 50, number 750. All right, this is going to be the giveaway of the night, and there is a fly in here. All right, so that
There's
is
a fly in the
night.
bag and board. Is that what you're saying? Like, see.
Flying around.
All right, and make two to help jog your memory. There is my Quicksilver action figure from Silverhawks, right there. He was the leader of the Silverhawks, and then here is Monstar, who's the leader of the villains. And Monstar was the first figure I ever had to do the head switch gimmick and transform into his monstrous form. So pretty cool. Silverhawks. There you go.
And weird. I don't know if I can catch it for you. So you're not able to
get some chopsticks, bruh, like in Karate Kid.
Yeah. Real life again.
My personal favorite Silverhawk was a Flashback, by the way, Mr. Towers.
All right, let's go Red Sonja. Red Sonja number 12, cover A by Lucio Perillo. And we've got that for $4.99.
Mr. Towers, like the twins, I think we're talking about Steel Will and Steel Heart. There you go. I know my Silverhawks. A lot of people like Copper Kid. Some people are fans of Bluegrass.
All right, so then we got Red Sonja number 12, cover B by Bjorn Berens. And we have that for $4.99. Then we've got Red Sonja number 12, cover C by Joseph Michael Linzer. And we've got that for cover price at $4.99. And then we've got Red Sonja number 12, cover D by Walter Giovanni. And we've got that for $4.99. Then we've got Red Sonja number 12, cover E, cosplay by Joni Brasas. And we've got that for $4.99. Mr. Towers, it did not, bud. You made a claim for, are you talking about Thundercats 6 cover J, bud? Let me know. Or the Nakayama version? Just want to make sure, bud. Let me know if you, because I missed that. I'm sorry. Let me see.
Could y'all imagine if Dynamite did Silverhawks and there were Lucio Perillo foil variants of each character across like 6 issues? Just come on, think about that, y'all.
All right, hold on. Why is it shrinking? What is happening here?
What's shrinking?
All right,
what are you
I
talking
see you claim knocking it. Okay, yes, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Mr. Towers. Let's see, knocking out Thundercats number 6. Mr. Towers, you got it. All right, somehow I just inadvertently shrank the font on this. I don't know why. I don't know how to make it bigger again.
See, Preston would buy that series of Silverhawks covers. Nick, we're trying to put this together for you. So I don't know who you got to call.
All right, so then we got Red Sonja number 12, cover M, Lucio Perillo UV cover for $4.99.
That's sharp. She's so angry.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? All right, so
You
then we
probably try
got.
to kill her.
You should put her up against the Archies.
No kidding, right? Yeah. Just leave Jughead alone, Sonia, please.
So, all right, then we got Red Sonja number 12, cover L, Lucio Perillo version. And we've got that for $50. All right, so now we got new trades that have come out Thundercats trade paperback, Omens issues number 1 through 5. And we've got that for $19.99.
Worth every penny. Thundercats fans rejoice. This book has been awesome.
All right. So then we've got Dynamite.com exclusives. Powerpuff Girls, the blank set of 4, white, pink, blue, and green. And we've got that for all 4 for $19.96.
That's so cool that you guys did blank covers of each of the girls' colors, right? So you can do a Bubbles, a Blossom, and a Buttercup, and that's so
I
cool.
can't wait until the sketch covers start to come out. That'll be cool.
Those are gonna be cool. I hope y'all got Ken working on some. Those would be amazing.
Not my department. No, Steve. John wasn't feeling well this morning, so he took a pass on today. All right, so then we've got the incentives. Some of you saw this last week, so these are what we got left. Scarlet number 1 connecting cover by Jason Howard, and we've got it for $6.
Biggest launch of the year is going to be G.I. Joe in November from Skybound Image Comics. Y'all just wait and see. It's going to be the biggest selling comic of the year. I'm calling it now.
All right, Lars Man's claiming one. All right, you got Lars Man.
I bet they hit 300,000 on G.I. Joe number 1.
All right, so then we got Scarlet number 1 connecting cover line art by Jason Howard, and we've got that for $6. All right, then we've got Scarlet number 1 110 ratio by Gleb Melnikov, and we have that for $8. I do have multiple quantities on most of these. Then we got Scarlet number 1 125 ratio by Steve Epting, and we have that for $10.
Collecting dude, I get what you're saying, but I'm telling you, G.I. Joe is going to crush TMNT. Though I am pumped for TMNT. I have read issue number 1, and I had a lot of fun with it.
All right. Then we've got Scarlet number 1 150 by ratio by Leonardo Romero, and we've got that for $15.
I love the colors in this one.
All right, the next 2 I only have 1 each. So if somebody wants it, whoever's first ends up getting it. So Scarlet number 1 1/100 foil by John Boy Myers, and we've got that for $90. So we do have it below ratio. All right.
I believe this is Storm Shadow's first appearance on the cover in the Energon universe too. So
you got it, Lars Man. I got you down for the 1 in 50, buddy. All right. So then we've got Scarlet number 1 1 in 250 ratio by David Mack, and we've got that for $125.
What a beautiful cover. David Mack just kills it every time.
All right. So then we've got, speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Alpha number 1 110 ratio by Jay Gonza. We've got that for $8. Don't hold your breath, Marcus.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath.
All right. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alpha 1 150 ratio by Sophie Campbell. And I only have 2 of these, and we've got these for $20. All right, let's go through Amy, Lars Man. Shoot an email to her, man. Which ones, Jay? You got to be a little bit more specific.
I think Lars Man got a few.
Yeah, he got a line art. He got a 1 in 25.
Yes. Wait, I got the. You mean 1 in 50?
No, he's got a 1 in 25.
I had him
And
down
a
for
1 in 50.
Yeah, he got both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, the 125 by Steve Epting. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
And the line art.
Yeah, that one I got.
And then Thomas Bishop had a Scarlet Epting.
Thank you, sir.
Good going, Jay. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I know Rex got a lot to do, man. I'm just trying to help.
Rex has got a lot to do. I'm distracting everybody with Zagnut bars and Silverhawks lore. So
Bars. Now I kind of want a Zagnut bar. All right, thank you, buddy. Line art and the connect. Gotcha. Gotcha, Lars. You're good. All right, so here we go. Full recap. So as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, retail value of $40 or higher, and as always, we got it for $5. The DF Grab Bag 10-pack. I revamped it a little bit, got rid of the 7 and 3, which didn't make any sense, and we got it for $1 comic, and we got that for 10. Then we got DF Grab Bag 15-pack, and we got that for $1 comic at 15. Then the X-Men Random 20-pack grab bag, 20 random X-Men titles from 1990s with a chance of the 80s or 2000s. Books are 9.0 or better. And got that for 20. Then, as always, the grab bag combo, all of them, including Dynamite 10-pack, DF10, DF15, X-Men 20. Get them all for 25. Then, as always, we got the DF Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin cover, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, 10 random back issues, $200 minimum retail value. We've got it for $100. All right, then we've got Immortal Thor #1 with Wolverine sketch cover, X-Men 97 by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $129.99. I had it 75. I lowered it to 65. Lars Man, the mystery box, Lars Man. Just, I think that's what you mean, but just confirm for me, buddy.
Look at Eddie pulling out Clark bars. Jeez, I haven't thought about one of those in a while. When's the last time anybody saw an O. Henry bar?
Okay, gotcha, Lars Man. You're good. I got you down, bud. All right, where did I leave off? Okay. Let's see. Wait, what was that candy bar you just mentioned?
O. Henry. Do you remember those? The
Yes,
O. Henry
I-
bar?
Yeah, trying to get off the Baby Ruth bars. They were trying to reproduce that.
Yeah, and then like I love Fifth Avenue, which is kind of like a Butterfinger a little bit, right? Yeah.
All right, so then we got
$100,000. We sell $100,000 at my comic shop. We now sell Zagnut bars. So if you want a Zagnut bar, you can contact my comic shop.
All right, so we got No Justice #1 with Cyborg sketch cover by Joe Del Beato and Eric Negron. It is a collage, sort of. It's just a retail of $129.99. We had 75. I lowered that to 65.
Dwayne's, I'm right there with you. Score bars are great. I actually think they're better than a Heath bar, but I love both.
Whatchamacallit, I used to love those.
I love whatchamacallits. Whatchamacallits are so good. Do you remember the second one they did called Thingamajig, where it was like a peanut butter version? Oh, man, those are so good. And somebody mentioned Paydays. I love Paydays, and a chocolate Payday was even better. Man.
All right, so then we got Deadpool, the Mercs for Money, #1 with Dazzler sketch cover by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just a retail of $129.99. We had 65. 75. I lowered it to 60.
Here's the thing, Make Two. I like Almond Joys because they have the almonds, but I love Mounds because it has the dark chocolate. Why have they never done a combination of dark chocolate and almonds?
I didn't like the coconut. I don't know. So
well,
I never
coconut is in the Zagnut bar.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's peanut butter and like toasted coconut is what that is. It's like a chicken stick or something.
Yeah, maybe it was the peanut butter that covered it up. I don't know. All right, so next up, we've got Rat City. I'm sorry. Hunt for Wolverine #1 with Deadpool sketch cover by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. This is also a collage. It's just a retail of $129.99. I had it 75. I lowered this one to 60.
There is a dark chocolate almond joy mini size. Ooh, well, that's like the king right there for Peter Paul. Because wasn't that the name of the company that did the mounds and the almond joy, Peter Paul or something like that?
I don't know.
It's crazy. Who makes the Zagnut bar? Hershey makes this.
Well, you never know. They may not have been the original one.
They may not have. You're right. It's just like the media, right? It's all consolidated into like 3 companies.
Exactly. So who knows who made the Zagnut way back in the day? All right. So Rat City #1 signed by Erica Schultz. It's just a retail of $50. We had it at $29.92. I lowered that to $25, then lowered it again to $20.
I'm going to let you guys know a little trick. Halloween time comes around. You're left with a bunch of candy corn. Get you some peanuts, a handful of peanuts, a handful of candy corn. Eat them together. It's a payday bar.
If you're waiting on a paycheck, right?
Yeah, you can't afford the payday bar, but you got some extra candy corn laying around.
All right, so Uncanny Inhumans #0 signed by Charles Soule. It's just at retail of $30. We had it at $15. I lowered that to $10. Mr. Towers, you got it, bud.
Sexy Buddha 69 wants the Linsner's Red Sonja.
All right, hold on. Let me go back to Red Sonja. Where is she? All right, you got it. See, Sexy Buddha, you got it. Just remember to fill out the claim form if you would. That's how we keep it all straight, because we're not that bright here. All right, got your Sexy Buddha. All right. So where do we leave off?
Uncanny Inhumans, I think.
I think you're right.
I just took a guess because it was the comic still on the screen.
So you're right. Uncanny Inhumans #0 signed by Charles Soule. It's just a retail $29.99. We had it 15. I lowered it to 10. I'll do this for 8 as well. All right. Then we got Shadowland #4 signed by Billy Tan. It's just a retail of 20. I had it at 10. I lowered that to 8.
Make 2 at first. I thought you were saying gun mint cheese, but I think you mean government cheese. Yeah, there you go. Government. I'm not going to lie. I love government cheese. You get in that big block in the foil. Oh, man. I used to love that stuff.
God. All right. So then we got Life with Archie #37. Alex Ross cover signed by Alex Ross. Suggested retail of 100. We had it 50. I lowered it to 40. I mean, come on. Who else can make Betty, Veronica, and Archie look that creepy?
Archie looks straight up like he's about to kill somebody, man. He does.
And make Jughead look regular, normal. All right. So then, let's see. All right. So then we got Cable #20, signed by Dwayne Sarinsky. It's just a retail of 20. We had it at 10. And I lowered that to 8. All right. So then last week's Dynamite books, Vampirella Dark Reflections #2. Cover price of $49.99 or up for the Virgins. Larsman, you got it.
There we go. Somebody finally proving how much we love Cable and Bishop tonight.
Not just Robbie.
Not just me. Oh, wax soda bottles were the worst. What are you supposed to do? Like, I always thought you were supposed to eat those things, and you're just supposed to bite the tops off and drink like half a shot of soda? Ridiculous. Pixie sticks are great, though.
All right, so then, where did I leave off? All right, so If you are watching now, Vampy G got triple A.
Do you remember the wax like teeth and lips that you would get at Halloween? And I would just try to eat it and just chew and chew and chew, and I'd be like, "What is the point of this?
I don't think you were supposed to eat them.
This
That's
is crap. This is garbage." You're lying to me. This is not candy at all.
I don't think you're supposed to eat those. But anyway, Red Sonja Empire of the Damned #4. So $4.99 and up. If you're watching this on the rewind and you see this, just let me know which cover. Each one in the upper right-hand corner has a letter to which cover it is, and just let us know. All right. So then we've got Powerpuff Girls released this week. #1, cover A by Paulina Ganicho. Cover price $4.99. Then Powerpuff Girls #1, cover B by Leonardo Romero, $4.99 cover price. Then Powerpuff Girls cover C, Karen S. Darbo, at cover price of $4.99.
And this is the connecting cover that will connect to 3 covers.
And then Powerpuff Girls #1, cover D by Nicoletta Balderi, cover at $4.99. Then cover, gotcha, triple B. All right, so then we got cover E by Leonardo Romero. It is a foil at $9.99.
This is my cover pick for Powerpuff Girls this week. This is the one I'll be picking up.
All right, then we got cover F, the foil Virgin for $29.99. Then we've got cover H by Paulina Ganicho, and that one, it is a Virgin. We got that at $50. Then we got cover G. It is the blank cover, the white blank, cover price $4.99. Then we've got the pink, the blue, and the green. All the cover price of $4.99. And we move to Thundercats #6, cover A by David Nakayama. Cover B by Lucio Carrillo. They are all cover of $4.99 unless I say otherwise. Then cover C by Declan Shalvey. Cover D by Jay Lee. Cover E by Ivan Tao. Cover F by Drew Moss. Cover Y by Ben Oliver. Cover Z by Drew Moss. Cover G by Lucio Perillo. It is a foil at $9.99. Cover J, the Nakayama Virgin, for $50. Then we got Red Sonja #12, cover A by Lucio Perillo at cover price $4.99. Cover B by Bjorn Berens at $4.99. Cover C by Joseph Michael Linsner for $4.99. Cover D by Walter Giovanni for $4.99. Cover E, Cosplay by Joni Brassis. We've got that at cover as well. Then Lucio Perillo UV cover, cover M at $4.99. Then cover L, Lucio Perillo Virgin at $50. Then the new trade paperback, Thundercats, Omens, issues 1 through 5 for $19.99. And then Dynamite.com exclusive, Powerpuff Girls, blank set of 4, white, pink, blue, and green for $19.96. All right, so time for the giveaway. It is Avengers number, let's see, what is it? What did I say? 750? What did I say?
I don't remember, Rex. I was distracted by the Zagnut bar.
Yeah, apparently. All right, so Avengers number 750. Giveaway of the night. Hashtag ESP Powerpuff Girls, or Powerpuff rather. Enter it, and we're gonna spin the wheel here. It's running a little bit over. So, Jay, if you would, spin that wheel, my friend.
I will tell you who wins because for some reason it's not showing up on the screen like it should be. So here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Maybe we're gonna like to buy Val.
Mr. Easy Go Lucky.
Easy Go Lucky. Congrats, bud. All right.
Nice.
So, Robbie, you are doing Last Action Hero.
Action Hero. Yeah, that's right. The classic, the cinema classic.
Yeah, it's a good movie. All right, very good. We'll be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our Comic Collectables show. And then Friday, of course, we have Nick on the Experience with his original art. Always some great pieces there. What else you got coming up this week? Oh, Jay, what do we got coming up after this, after Robbie's movie night?
So as many of you know, last week was the last episode of Devil's Advocates. We're going to start having Best Coast Comics with Bronze Age Nerd and Pygmy McFly, but they're off tonight. They'll be back next Monday, so just enjoy Robbie's show.
Gotcha. All right, so if you haven't seen Last Action Hero in a while, tonight's the night. All right, as always, thank you, everyone, for spending your Monday night with us. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Jay. Jay, I hope you get power back real quick. It's got to be hell in this heat wave across the country. Every place it got a heat wave. So thinking about you, Jay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Be good. Have a good week.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.